start with the story of Paul Ambrose, an American citizen who married Louella Suque Ambrose in the Philippines. After their marriage, Paul sought to have their union declared null and void by filing a petition before the Philippine courts. However, the trial court dismissed his petition, citing Article 15 of the Civil Code. According to this provision, a person's family rights and status are governed by their national law. Court reasoned that, as a foreigner, Paul supposedly lacked the legal capacity to file such a case in the Philippines. This decision raised an important legal question. Can a foreign national seek the nullity of a marriage celebrated in the Philippines? The issue was significant not only for Paul, but also for many foreigners married in the country. The case eventually reached the Supreme Court, which took a closer look at the legal principles involved. The Supreme Court reversed the lower court's decision, clarifying that a foreigner like Paul Ambrose can indeed file a petition for declaration of nullity of marriage in the Philippines. The court explained that the key principle here is lex loci celebrationis, which means the law of the place where the marriage was celebrated governs its validity and dissolution. Since Paul and Louella's marriage was solemnized under Philippine law, it is Philippine law that determines both its validity and any remedies for its dissolution, regardless of the petitioner's nationality. This ruling ensures that foreigners are not barred from seeking justice in Philippine courts for marriages celebrated within the country. To better understand the Supreme Court's decision, let's break down the legal concepts involved. Article 15 of the Civil Code follows the nationality principle, stating that a person's family rights and status are governed by their national law. However, the Supreme Court clarified that this does not prevent foreigners from accessing Philippine courts for remedies involving marriages celebrated in the Philippines. Instead, the principle of lex loci celebrationis takes precedence in these cases. This means that the law of the country where the marriage was celebrated, here, the Philippines, applies to questions of validity and dissolution. As a result, the case was remanded for a proper trial on the merits, ensuring that both parties would have their day in court.